has heard of manspreading? Have you heard of manspreading? Yeah. Oh, right, okay. Well, if you haven't heard of it, you most likely will have experienced it at some point. It's when a man sits down beside you and he spreads his legs so much that they invade your personal space.
I've got 2 words for you. Ballroom. Ball freaking room.
He's got big balls and she's got big balls.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're talking about a subject that actually annoys me. Feminists. They're everywhere. I don't understand how people can want equality, but only in their favor. But today we're talking about a BuzzFeed video about the so-called manspreading. A few women decide that they're going to manspread for an entire week to prove a point, I guess. I don't really think it matters what other people are doing unless it directly affects me negatively. If it doesn't bother you, just leave the person alone, honestly. But anyways, I have a Twitter. Go follow it if you want updates on the channel. But anyway, here's the video. Hey guys, it's Wavy, back with another video. Today we're looking at a BuzzFeed video about manspreading. A few of these women go out and spread their legs on trains and actually think they're doing something to stop the behavior. If you're really that pissed off about some random dude spreading his legs while sitting, go tell him to stop or something. Don't be so passive aggressive, seriously. Learn to be an adult and speak to the person that's disturbing your peace and attempt to make a resolution with them. Doing it yourself isn't going to change what people do. They're likely just to get mad at you and continue doing it. If you actually talk, then an understanding can be developed between you. I don't think anyone could teach these mindless retards that actually get something done. I'm already ranting, but anyway, here's a clip.
My balls! I don't want my balls sticking to my legs!
Manspreading is when a man spreads his physical body to take up as much space as humanly possible.
Why was there a need to say physical body? I don't know about you guys, but I usually spread my mental body to annoy as many women as possible. And if you hate men that much, why are you trying so hard to look like one? She looks like one of the emos at my school, and probably quotes from My Chemical Romance on Reddit after reading what gender she is on Tumblr. After a random person calls her stupid, she probably goes home and cuts her wrists after dyeing her hair purple. You know? I don't really know why this angers me so much.
The people around you are relegated to a very small portion, but the key to manspreading is not noticing.
We grow up on 2 different tracks. People who manspread just are socialized not to worry about it.
I have so many vivid memories as a child of my mum telling me to close my legs.
With gender, we're constantly working towards trying to get to this middle.
First of all, no one cares if your mom told you to close your legs as a kid. Second of all, you don't have balls, so you'll never be able to feel the difference between keeping your legs closed instead of having them open to leave your jewels swinging freely in the wind. And what does Whoopi Goldberg say at the end? The goal is to work toward a middle between genders. Differentiality makes us who we are. Trying to lose sight of the difference between genders is not what any person should be striving towards. Being able to accept each gender, however, is a much better target, as we as people should be working towards. A balance is a better goal.
This week of manspreading is definitely going to make me feel anxious. As much as a super strong feminist, I want to say it won't.
I kind of secretly hope to annoy some men. That's my first train trip as a manspreader. I just feel like a monster already. How can you do this every day without being conscious of it?
I just manspread on the bus for maybe a 5-minute ride for the first time, and it wasn't even half full, and I was already getting glared at, so I think this is going to be a kind of long week.
They're acting like this is an incredibly big deal. Wow, you spread your legs a few inches apart on the subway. I think they're expecting a participation trophy or something. It's not the worst thing in the world for people to look at you. Not that that's what feminists wanted. Whew, I can't stand these snowflakes.
It's day 2 of manspreading and I forgot that I had to do this.
Why is she so tired? They're treating this like the Momo challenge. It is not a big deal that you spread your legs. Nobody cares. I also think it's funny that comments are disabled on this video. If you're not open to others' opinions, why even try to make a controversial video? I mean, are they afraid of some random teenager insulting them on the internet?
I think whenever a woman takes up space, she's considered bossy, she's considered aggressive. There are a lot of stereotypes surrounding black women and whether or not we're angry or we're dominant. And so maybe a lot of the reasons why I do minimalize my presence is because I don't want to be perceived or engage with those stereotypes.
I've never seen any person sit like that. She's practically laying down in the spider position in a dang chair. This video was supposed to make male swine close their legs, not to scare off everyone in the office. This woman's just going way too far.
I just got my nails done, and I manspread during my entire manicure, and nobody really seemed to notice. I'm not sure if it was because it was all women and we were just all kind of in our own world or what, but it was kind of awesome.
I think no one said anything because no one freaking cares.
I'm halfway through the week and really not enjoying this experiment at all. I'm still giving my seat up to people who need it because, of course, I am. What is it between their legs that's so important that it requires 2 to 3 seats when there are kids, families, women, and elderly people standing up?
Balls.
I saw a guy who was taking up 2 seats. When I sat down, I spread my legs out, which kind of pushed his leg into his own seat, and he turned to me and gave me a dirty look and said, "Seriously?"
Wow, what an accomplishment. You made one of the male specimens say seriously. The look of pleasure on her face makes me think that this is the only person that said anything to her. This isn't some sort of big win or something. You annoyed another person. Wow, you get a trophy.
Women are expected to be quiet, small, and almost invisible, whereas men can be these boisterous slobs, and it's all good.
Today,
Yes, this man is taking up 2 seats, and that's extremely obnoxious. But you still found a seat, so why do you care? If you actually wanted to change something, you would confront the man and attempt to come to an agreement.
instead of feeling the confidence that I've kind of been feeling the rest of the week, I started to feel a little guilty. While I was sitting there taking up 2 seats, a guy came up to sit next to me, and instead of moving over like I normally would, I kind of just had to sit there with my legs out, and instead of saying something to me, he just sat on the edge of the seat the entire time.
So I've come across another person, quote unquote, manspreading, but wait, they identify as female. Women can take up space as well?
That's just retarded.
Even though I'm a confident person, I tend to make myself small even when the situation doesn't call for it. I kind of felt uncomfortable manspreading even though there was no one around me.
If you don't feel comfortable, just close your legs. It doesn't matter that much. I mean, this video isn't really that important. It's not going to change anyone's opinion. Just close your legs if you feel like it. No one cares what you do.
I've not enjoyed this week at all. The very first day where a group of people came on, they were going to a game and they were all desperate for a seat, and I was taking up 3 seats, and they started talking about personal space. All their eyes were just on me, and they were mostly women. If it was a group of dudes, I would have been like, yeah.
What? This just shows how brain dead these people are.
I thought that manspreading would kind of give me this air of disregard because I thought that I worried too much about what people think, and I've realized that I worry just enough. You should be concerned with whether or not the people around you are comfortable, because that means you're a good community member.
Since when do people care about being a good community member? Last time I checked, feminists just like to insult men to get their way.
My favorite part of this exercise was easily when I got to sit next to men who were taking up way too much space and just forcefully work my way into the seat and without words say, hey, I deserve to sit here.
To be forced to manspread really showed me how up your own ass you have to be as a person to not be conscious of those around you.
The rest of this video is just pretty pointless. The feminists just recollect on what they did and what literally nothing they accomplished. But luckily, we've got another clip. This next clip is about a woman that actually does something about manspreading. She like dumps this weird crap on people's crotches that are manspreading. It's pretty stupid if you ask me, but here's the clip. Who actually has the nerve to dump water on unsuspecting people just because their legs are a bit spread? I mean, some of these people are reading and they're minding their own business, and this woman just comes up and pours water on them. I honestly hope she gets socked in the face by one of these dudes. Be funny, honestly, but why would anyone ever do this? This is taking it out of proportion. You really shouldn't, you shouldn't do this. I'm honestly at a loss for words here. This clip continues until there's another segment where she deals with upskirting, and it's a pretty weird way she deals with this, but I don't mind. I mean, I'm fine with it. You'll see what I mean. You see what I mean? If she did that in public, I wouldn't mind at all. The rest of this video is of her interviewing people about manspreading. I'm gonna wrap this up here. Thanks for watching. Like this video so I can get more views, and subscribe if you feel like it. But anyways, see you tomorrow.
Wake up every day and it just feels repetitive. Think I need to chill, I think I need a sedative. I think depression's hitting me, I think it's finally setting in. Drifting to my feet and settling just like sediment. Coasting and walking down this road called life.